I'm Dr. Leonard Grice.
Franco. I did Franco.
Mr. Franco. Mr. Franco. Hi.
I'm sorry. I tried to call your attention. I apologize. But I tried to call your attention. You are the director, right?
I'm the director of mental health services.
Oh, mental health services.
Okay. The director of the entire agency is in Glen Cove.
Oh, okay.
Now, let me explain a little bit of the structure. The agency has an executive director who is located in Glen Cove. Each office has a director. In this case, it's a large building, so there are two directors for foster care. And they report to... They ultimately report to the person in Glen Cove. Okay? So there's actually an executive director, an assistant executive director, and then foster care director. Okay. I'm here to serve the foster care, both the children and the parents, through any kind of mental health services. So Dr. Chef reports to me. And I understand that you have concerns, that you want more about the case, that you want to bring to the attention of I'm not sure if you want to speak to the director of the agency, and that he's in Glen Cove. Now, his subordinate, I believe, the foster care director is not here today. I'm not sure if it's Maria. Let me see if, I'm not sure if it should be Maria or whether Jonathan is there.
No, but it's okay. It's okay. I am satisfied speaking with you because by us, we feel very humble with the situation.
Do you want to come to my office and talk? Because you got people around here, you want privacy.
Huh?
You want to speak here? Why don't we sit down?
I'm sorry. That's okay. The man sometimes cannot do everything alone by himself,
Well, the woman rules. You're okay.
All right. Okay. So, Mr. Gentleman, what's your name, I'm sorry?
It's Grice, G-R-I-E-S. Dr. Glenn
Grice.
Grice.
Oh.
That's not any left.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Mr. Leonard.
Leonard Grice.
Right.
I've been here since 1970.
Yes.
I've been here a long time.
I thank you for your time once again, and thank you, the Dr. Cham. What happened is that since the moment that we begin enrolling my children in that agency, maybe below contra, or I don't know based on what, we all time try to explain different issues that have happened around the children, whether in the foster home or whether on the way how the children were removed from us.
Yes.
And on many occasions we have come in, we have bring explanation in writing, CD-ROM document, and any document appears to be going to the right hand.
It doesn't go to the right hand.
Because
who do you give it to?
You can reception, to the caseworker, to the supervisor. Every time we gave explanation and supported with document and every issue, but they continue with the same impetus, driving us or considering us as mental impaired, crazy, me and all my children.
So they don't want
to... Based on that accusation, the mental impaired and crazy, they took my 5 children, minor children, from the shelter. Without never sitting down.
They were always living with you until...
Yes. Without never sitting down with us to have a minimum conversation, a minimum advices, and anything. We went to the office to the 150 William Street. The first day that they took the children, looking for a mediation to resolve the matter. We went to every place looking for a mediation.
Mediation?
Mediation to resolve it, a plan.
Right.
How the issue has happened. Demonstrated with documents that they did it wrong. Mediation in order to recognize the bad action and return our children on time. We work at the shelter.
Now, the children were, what was the official reason why the children were removed?
They say that because me and my wife are mentally impaired, the children are at risk to be neglected.
So were they saying that there was already some neglect? Did they say they weren't getting enough food or clothing or school or medicine?
That's why it's a primary accusation. But when they took that primary accusation, we demonstrated that they were wrong. And they changed the accusation.
They took away the accusation.
Yeah, changed the accusation.
And instead they said you're mentally ill.
Because they have already the children in their hands. And they changed the accusation.
Okay.
And for that reason, the judge's conclusion by order, the removal, say because the mental illness to the parent put the children at risk to be neglected. So that is now another issue.
But there's no evidence that they were neglected.
Well, there are no evidence.
As far as what you're saying, that they don't have.
There are no evidence that we are mentally impaired because we never have going through mental evaluation, psychiatric clinic. We never have been going to any place like that.
Well, I'll tell you.
And then they accuse us based on that. The second, because they amended the accusation. When they found, because we demonstrated to him and to everybody, we demonstrated the condition to the bed, the mattress at the shelter that creates signal in the body.
And they thought you...
To me and my wife, we showed them.
They say our mental
they change it. They change it.
We make hard.
Did any of the kids ever make statements against you to them? Did any of the kids ever say that they were hit?
No.
Okay.
Now, when my children eat on their hands, and they bring my children along with them for interview or for evaluation, how they say, my children is not with me. My children might follow whatever question they do, but by coercion, by suggestion, because the father is not there.
The kids may have said certain things because you weren't there.
So many times the children say one thing and later they change what the children say.
So we don't know what they told them.
The children tell to on what they say.
What they answer.
They tell me. So do they feel bad that they said
but maybe I feel a different issue on their hand, because the problem is that they have to try to justify the issue about accusation that we are mentally impaired.
Right.
And they try to find whatever resources necessarily.
Do you ever, maybe when you were younger, did you ever have any need to have mental health services?
No,
never.
No.
And ma'am, what about you? Did you ever?
No.
Okay. All right, so you have no history.
And evidence for that is my older children have 14, now 15.
15 years.
I think I have photograph here when my children were removed. Let's see. Look, my children. 5 days before we removed, we are at the shelter. Look, my children. See,
how old?
This now 13?
No,
12. This is Hilda.
Wow.
This is Hilda, huh? Okay. This is Paul.
And
So
Joel.
if we were in mental, if we were not taking care of the children, and we were living at the shelter by many times, about 5 years, because there are a fraud in identity theft that limited me and my wife to get a accurate job. And based on that identity theft fraud, we having 5 children have difficulty to cover rent and all what they need. And then the situation about identity theft is on the hand to the person, to the shelter, the authorities, and we never see a solution. By the meanwhile, we have remained like at the shadow without opportunity really to stand up. So, however, living at the shelter for years, look, my children, 5 days before be removed. And if you check on my children today, you see that my children is very, very, very bad condition. You know, this is my daughter, this is the older one. This is the shelter, the one we're living.
15.
This is her 15.
Okay.
And you check in your face, check in your body, it's all filled of people. You can show
La marca.
This is my daughter, here, my one. This is one day we were in the park.
Is the park in Queens?
No,
this
in
is
the Bronx.
In the Bronx?
This is the old one. You see?
Is the oldest?
Yeah, this is the oldest. So, if we are mental, in fact, we are not taking care of the children, even living a shelter, the children don't look in healthy condition.
Right. Question.
You know,
I have a question.
you know,
As of now, has there been a trial in family court yet? Has there been a formal trial?
we're going to have a trial. I think the day for the trial, I think I have it. The trial will be here. The day for the trial is adjourned to
May 28th.
But this is the case. This is the case how it's known how case is down the road. Because there are a lot of situations happen from here. Look how my daughter had Dubai.
We had
That
to,
was on law.
Dubai.
in the body.
On the body.
Yeah.
I have a 3 week telling to the
bad.
day worker.
We
So
have
this is from the mattress?
yeah, right there. Where I
In the
live
foster
now.
home. No.
Oh, for where it is now.
So we
But
have
she had, you were saying she had marks from the mattress in the shelter also?
that mark on the shelter was before the mattress.
Right.
The
But
mattress.
this is a different mark.
But
No,
it's
this
different.
is from the foster home.
This is before the
Do you believe that she's
the
being hit in the
this issue
Not
about the
hit.
blame, the bed,
The
you
bed.
know,
Not just-
maybe you know cleaning so well, maybe doesn't clean it frequently, and then the children so and very, very bad condition.
Right.
We let them know about 3 weeks ago about that situation, and never no one did anything.
Okay. That's a separate issue. It's important, but I want to
Doesn't
deal with
happen
each
now.
issue separately.
Doesn't
Because
happen
that happened
now.
The issue of whether or not they're being properly cared for is something that if today isn't the right day, when you're able to speak to Mr. Burroughs, Wayne Burroughs he is a wing report. She reports to Wayne Burroughs, and he is the foster care director for part of Queens. There's 2 directors for that part. That's the view. So any question about the care of your kids in the foster home that the worker doesn't take care of, or even the supervisor, you go to Mr. Burroughs.
Every time that we have provide that issue, they even document to them that no one
They don't
will
do that.
because they say that only has to go through the state worker.
Yeah, but if the case worker isn't responding, it's
One time we were forced to call the police because the foster mother was sleeping with the baby, and the baby had about 4 weeks with flu. No one take care. The older one have a flu, maybe allergic on the place. And all time we notify them that please help the children and stop the flu. Nobody do nothing. We prepare some medication in home by giving to them and water get them. Every time that we remove or explain something about anomalies, they say that we are complaining anymore.
Yeah, but
That's what they say. Because what happens is, if something is wrong, we have to let them know because we are the parents.
Absolutely.
If we try to help,
You're 100% right.
if we try to help, and they reject our help, our assistance.
Your goal is to keep your kids home as soon as possible, so you don't have to deal with it. If someone raised a question about your mental competence, it will come up in the trial, and I think that it could help you to have an interview to be able to show that that you are thinking clearly and that you do not have a number.
Well,
that is the purpose of
I accept your position. You know, I thank you for your position and professional point of view in the matter. I believe you are absolutely right in the case. But what happened is that this document from the court, they were trying, at that time, they were trying to bring the children to no further care. The another test, custodian. They were trying to put the children under custodian permanently under custodian, with the accusation here that we are crazy. So if they were looking for, with the accusation that we were receiving mental health service provided directly, so they notified to the court that we were facing, if they were looking for put the children in custodian, the 5 children.
These are services offered, provided to each person. Mental health services provided to the person. Both parents have refused to plan for their children.
That is
so this is going to be held against you.
Now, that is why they put it against me by remove the children and put the children in custodian, remove permanently. So if we never have even an evaluation, why they say that they are providing mental health indirectly?
They're saying here, describe services offered. Offered. They didn't say offered, meaning they provided to obey. No, they're saying we would like you to have. Not that they gave it to you, but they're saying we would like you to have.
He say different. He said mental health service provided directly. So they have given assistance about mental health, and we never have an evaluation even.
Which is what today is.
So because it's already in the court, they try to put the children away from permanently. We cannot trust in that.
The day 12.
Okay, let me give you...
November. ¿Cuándo fue? November 11. They submit to the court. March. Look, March 11, ellos lo sometieron a la corte.
They submitted at the court. They submit at the court.
Oh, wait, this is what it's today. All right.
So, gentlemen, I would like, I don't know
now. Let me just tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Our first awareness of your case, when I say my department.
I apologize. I am recording the conversation. I'm sorry. I am recording.
You should always say that.
Yeah. I apologize.
Because you want to be trusting.
Yeah, sorry. I am recording.
I once fired somebody.
Okay.
Oh, no, for the future.
Yeah.
I know you want to have your doctor.
Yeah, because we have a situation at the court.
But like with me, I don't care what it is. I would never record somebody without getting
authorization. I have to apologize. I ask for authorization.
Very important.
On the middle of the conversation, I ask for authorization.
Okay. This is the referral that we received that came to me a month ago. This is March 12th.
1 day later, mira.
This is March 11.
Well, I got
March 12. So, even without that, they try to remove those children.
So for your own information.
To put the children in custodian, o sea, remove permanently from the family.
Aunque nosotros viniéramos al appointment today.
So you could understand that I don't have all my records, but I'm assuming there were no previous referrals. That our first referral came in March 12th. And then once we get it, we assign it. Yeah, dated my date, March 12th. That's when I dated.
March 11th was already at the court with a hearing by remove the children.
Okay.
So when they found that was missing, that was missing, and then they tried to comply with that. Because now this was missing, but already in the court they made the petition for custodian, remove permanently the children. Because they say that the children are crazy and more.
You have one thing left. You have the truth on your side. they do to set the wheels in motion, and it sounds scary. But the bottom line is, if you do cooperate and you show that you have a good understanding of your children's needs, you will get your children.
Well,
you know, and I know it's
demo.
okay.
We understand what the children need, what the children want.
So
at that point,
unfortunately, now you have to demonstrate it because there will be suspicion there. And that was the main purpose of having the interviews here. In other words, I feel that if you go along with that, in a way, you did part of the interview right here.
No,
so
that cannot be part of the interview because we have come in here to answer some questions, and because we come in to provide documents to the director. The conversation that we have cannot be part to any interview about mental health. If we honestly, talking honestly. Now, if you intentionally coming to speak with me, but later on make a report that we were on mental evaluation.
There's no report about this meeting.
I think it's not the next that issue, because we have come in here, you have come in to request me why I am looking for the director, and you explaining me the different level.
Right.
We are not into an interview specifically about mental issues.
Okay.
Now, so when you say that we have to cooperate with going to the procedure, how you say, taking the mental health, demonstrated that we are in good condition, we were able to do it.
And the first
From the first time when we were looking for mediation
the
to
second
resolve
day that they removed the...
No one to any aspect. Because
I can't answer for what happened.
No, because they say, the court, everybody say, no, you have to go to the court. Because they have prepared the environment, including the judges, where the judges, that we cannot speak, we cannot answer.
I know, very frustrating.
So we are locked at the court. Because they prepare everything by swallow us at the court. They never see a mediation. And we request everything, even the mental evaluation. And they didn't follow because they have already
requesting that.
Okay, so it's a matter of...
Now it's not possible. Now, today.
Before the children...
Why wait all this time?
Yeah, now 11, my friend. 11.
And this goes back to last July.
Yes.
July? So it's way too long.
Yeah, it's delayed now because now we had it for finding process. Now coming with the last step at the court where everybody has to demonstrate their position. And we are ready to demonstrate our position, and we are ready to cooperate with the return to my children. But we cannot follow assessment for mental health, assessment or procedure and evaluation, because that is the reason why the children were removed.
They're claiming it, and it's up to you to show that they're further.
If that is the reason why the children be removed, if they don't have evidence, we cannot elaborate.
And you're saying, why didn't they look into this much sooner? Why didn't they give you a chance to demonstrate your mental health back in the summer, right?
Why? Because they doesn't have the attitude to provide service. When we began conversation with Holinda in that office, remember, I was talking about mediation, solution. At that point, they were able to resolve it, to verify the issue. They want to dismiss the case automatically. They dismiss the case because the accusation that they were making doesn't fit. But they didn't. They didn't dismiss the case. They continue to creating a statement and document. Even today, March 12th, one day after they tried to put the children in custody and remove the children permanently. And we were not there at that hearing. They did that privately, alone, by themselves. And then how do you think that we go to say...
But the question is, where do you go from here? In other words, you're telling us about things that should have been, and it shouldn't have taken all that time to deal with the issue that was there. And I don't know if what you're looking for are legal solutions to this, but all we could do, in my position, is to give you a belated opportunity to demonstrate that you're in okay condition and that the kids are not. And that would be all I could do. I can't take back the past.
We will say your humbleness. We're grateful for the opportunity, and we will say thank you for the opportunity. But from the moment that we begin coming here, we request mediation, we request solution, and they didn't. They didn't respond. Now we cannot go because they try to put my children in custodian, remove it from.
They couldn't wait for us.
One day after prepare the document for you. You got the evidence in your hand. They don't have good fair. They are not treating the issue with the intention to provide service. They are treating the issue with the intention to destroy the family, not provide service.
In addition to asking for a psychiatric evaluation, they did also request therapeutic visitation. Did anyone contact you yet about being able to have a therapist who's involved with the visits with you and any of these things?
No, we don't want any intervention or mediation by anybody.
Now you don't?
No, from the agency, I'm sorry.
Okay, it's late.
We have coming here every Tuesday by checking the children. But we gave it all opportunity to the agency to fix the problem before go to the step that we have now.
Right.
We gave it then. You put it in your hand, the solution.
So you don't feel anything could be done here?
No, we don't want any kind of representation through the agency because the agency filed.
Mira la intenciones que tenían de quitar.
Let me give you one other alternative before I go. Sometimes we have people who, for one reason or another, would rather not have involvement directly with an SCO person. And what we do in some cases is send them to an outside provider, an outside psychiatrist who could do the evaluation, who doesn't work directly in the agency.
Well, that could be a good option, gentlemen. But for please, she provide a referral by me and my wife go to different places.
To another.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Right.
Yeah, so, but what happened is that could be fine because once again, you are a professional in your job, and based on your point of view, you think that is the best way.
If you feel uncomfortable here, then that would be the
that's the way. But what happened is that it's no issue about uncomfortable. It's the issue that the agency filed to provide service. The agency filed to assist the parents. The agency filed to mediate in the matter. Now, when the agency goes through the court, it requests a permanent removal for the children. And request deny the visit. They try to deny the visit. So think about the emotional effect for the children when the parents cannot come in to see them at least 1 week.
So you had a period when you weren't allowed to see
They tried to cancel that.
Did that cancel it?
No, they didn't. Because we demonstrated then at the court that the problem, the accusation that they have made it on was that everything that we explain, everything that we request by assist our children, they doesn't care because we are crazy.
Okay.
How we are crazy, they don't care about anything that we request.
Okay.
So, and then we notify them to the court. If the court stopped the issue and let continue the visit. But the intention was stop the visit. That is good service for the children.
My husband don't see the children anymore.
That is good. That is my question for you.
I know
that
you
is
have.
good for your policy, from your point of view?
Usually if there's any concern, they will have a supervised visit until that concern is
The
lifted.
supervised visit is only a way to try to justify that really we need mental.
No, there's many situations.
Because we
where
haven't
there's
seen,
supervised visits.
we haven't seen here many other families with many other situations more harder than us. And they are not being supervised.
And they go with the children,
Huh?
with the students.
You don't know when that was. These are other cases.
Something else, for example, in order that you request a supervision to a person, you have to show that this person is really crazy, that needs to be supervised.
Well, let me just explain.
Or need some, you know,
a lot of
because
cases. A lot of cases come in where there is supervised for a while because they don't have sufficient assurance that the visits will go okay. Not because they think they're crazy. I'll say there's sometimes there's a concern that the parent will take the child away, and that's one reason for supervision. Another reason for supervision is if the child may not be handled in the best way, not because the parent is crazy, but it could be for other reasons. There's a lot of different reasons.
Another reason is also when the caseworker and the supervisor hate the parent.
If you
reason.
feel there's a bias
because we have the evidence.
Well, that's hopefully what will be corrected.
Because we have the evidence in document and recorded in
so you feel there's a bias against
that they hate the parent. Because if they doesn't hate the parent, how they are doing, they were able to help in something. But anything that we are requesting today.
Even the attention to my daughter goes to check to the doctor. How is it?
You have to wait until they saw.
No, they don't care.
They don't care. I have to tell another lady what happened.
The children have problems in the field, in the middle of the field, because there are many people taking shower in the same place, and maybe it doesn't clean it away. And the children have on. We come in with power for the on. And they reject it.
You have a lot of grievances.
The children have over 9 months with flu. They don't stop it. We may prepare medication.
And the nurses say they don't take it.
And they don't take it. What is that, my friend? They hate the parents and hate the children too. Because the issue here is provide service. No, demonstrated the wrong thing by justify and take away a children from a family. That is not the service. That is not the reason why these agencies have been created.
You have a number of grievances, and I understand. But your main goal is to get your kids back as soon as possible.
Okay.
That's always think of that.
Okay.
Even though you would like to address a lot of these grievances and get an accounting of those, to me, because I deal a lot with parents like yourself, and I run a group and they come. To me, as much as you want to get those grievances addressed, the most important thing is what can I, Mr. Frank or Mrs. Frank, what could we do to speed this up after taking 8, 9 months? What can we now do in April 2008 to speed this up?
Okay, and that question I would like to make to the agency. What the agency can do, if we have it in 9 months, also, the agency showed the children 1 month after having the children in the bed, because they were unwilling to let we come in. After 1 month, my wife crying in every play for the children. After 1 month, they let we see the children, the agency. So, what the agency can do to solve it, to stop it, to return the children how you said. The agency has to recognize that they did it wrong. That's what the agency has to do. Recognize that they did it wrong.
And you may get that or you may not get that.
Not try to involve me or my wife or my children in mental assessment, mental examination.
My children go to therapy.
It's late.
My children go to therapy every Tuesday.
Yeah. They bring the children over there. But what is the therapy? You have to watch it.
You have to clean the home. That's the therapy.
You have to take care.
The therapy is here or somewhere else?
Somewhere.
They try to compromise my children. That my children have to work cleaning in the area by tell you. That is the therapy.
I understand your frustration. I do want to, as we go, I just want to be clear on one thing. Would you like me to suggest an appointment with an outside psychiatrist for you, or would you rather I don't?
I would say, gentlemen, I know that you do that with the best intention. You do understand? I recognize that you could do that with the best intention. But at the moment, it's late.
At the moment what?
At the moment, it's late.
It's late.
Late.
It should have been done much sooner.
Do that now. Because
Is it too late?
the court procedure is
The end of May.
going to the trial.
Well,
The fact finding, the court procedure. It's late now. Because what they want now is to demonstrate in the court that we are followed, that we are doing, and that we are. Because they try to prove permanent removal, which we be at court. They create a different case. We didn't know. Only a court. Okay, what the court? You have to go to court today. Why? Nobody tell me. And then how nobody tell me. Let me see how nobody tell me anything about anything. Let me see what happened. Let's take a look. Effectively.
all right.
When the judges say no, we cannot remove the children permanently from them because the parent is not here.
The next court day.
You could go to court at the end of May, and you could maybe give you a chance to speak, and you could say some of the things that you just said to the court. Here's the thing you got to be careful with. Somebody is going to bring up that even if it's in March, they made a referral, and that Mr. and Mrs. Franco refused to do it.
No.
And that could make you look...
No, because I engaged to you a fundamental explanation.
I understand that.
You could say that you made the referral, but it's not correct. Because see, some agency make contract with you by manager and pay. The first thing you have to have my approval by to refer me another place. The second thing is you have to have evidence that we have in mental crisis status. You have to have evidence.
Well, the evidence
to make that kind
the
of
referral.
Yes,
Okay, but
because that issue, the mental health between me and my wife is the issue by which the children have been taken away. So, if you recognize,
but that was
no,
effective.
but you know, if you recognize that you are speaking right now with two couple crazy, if you recognize that you are speaking with a couple crazy that have to 5 minute children removal over 9 months, and look how we look like after 9 months with the injustice that they do this. If you doesn't recognize even till today that you did it wrong, you never will provide a report favorable to you. Whatever report that you will do by justify your business. No, by complying with the real situation that has happened. Because you don't want to recognize that we are already mental impaired or what. So the accusation also involves my 5 children. They say my 5 children are mentally impaired.
I'm mentally
Impaired.
impaired.
My 5 children together also. My children are at school. They have to go to school. Children claim to be at school. Oh, come on. They have to recognize that they did wrong.
We cannot make crazy both at the same time.
Well,
No.
all right.
So, I will take the opportunity by giving you this this document here, this is done by myself because I have no lawyer when we prepare that. This, the document evidence is here. We have given that document many times to the director, to the office for investigation, for mediation, whatever. They never did anything. I will give you.
I'm not in a position.
No, I would like to give you by personal. I would like to give you.
What do you want me to do with it?
To take a look. Only to take a look.
I can take a look.
Take a look.
All right, take a look. But I'd be glad to take a look and return it to you. However, my position, my obligation, is to help provide mental health services through my care. So I can't help you with all the other grievances that you mentioned.
If you want to provide mental health, you have to understand how I write it by myself, how I try to defend by myself my situation, even in the suffering status that I am living, how I am able to prepare.
Is this an extra copy?
Everything. That's for you.
Okay,
but if you have mental health, you check it out. But
let me again make it very clear. The grievances that you raise are things that I have no control over or ability to address.
Well, but you say
the only thing I could address is that there is a service that you need that you're not getting or you're not getting correctly. That's what I can address.
But in that case, before you drop to any abbreviated conclusion, I invited you to take a look to the matter.
I'm not making a report or anything.
Before you say that you will be able to, or you request that we might go to another agency.
If you want, that's up to you, to a private person.
But until now, you have no understanding my position that we cannot at the moment.
If you feel that you cannot.
You cannot, because we have that issue at the court. Right now, it's late, because if they try to remove the children permanently without us, they have no intention.
It's late, but it's not too late.
It's too late.
That's where we disagree. You're making, I think you're making a conclusion that you don't have to make.
No, because
it's not too late.
The people try to take you children.
They can try. I've seen it.
Without you present.
I understand.
Accusing you that you are crazy.
It's not too late.
It's late.
If it's too late, we shouldn't even be talking. Okay.
My children take it away from too many months.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Alright, I'm going up.
My lady have part time and she has to take it. You know, it's far away for her.
Vámonos.
That is the reason for me, I am proud to have a very good food.
You have my card.
We don't want anything with the agent. We didn't recognize the agent, didn't dismiss when what supposed to do. Okay? We cannot follow.
Good luck in the meantime.
Sorry.
Okay, bye-bye.
Ellos lo tomaron como interview.
Sí,
Ellos lo tomaron como interview.
Sí, no, pero yo le dije. Dije que usted grabó.
Yo no sé.
¿Está parado? No, está grabando. Está grabando.
Okay.